Welcome to the Trading Fanatic course. If you're a new trader or just want to learn more, this is the right place for you. In this video, I'll show you how to get started on becoming a day trader. So, let's get started. So, what is day trading? Day trading is when you buy or sell units for profit. It could be crypto, it could be forex, it could be stocks, it could be futures. You sell something or buy something for profit. There are three types of day traders, or traders as we call them. There's a scalp trader, which usually focuses on the lower time frames, usually the 1 hour, 15, 5 minute, and 1 minute time frames. Then we have the day trader, which usually is from the 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily. They usually trade. Their trades last from a bit more longer than a scalp trader. They usually last the whole day or a few hours. Then we have the position trader, which is usually gets profit by longer time frames, which is the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, or even the monthly. They have little risk, unlike the previous types of traders. They usually don't have that much risk when they trade. So, why do people become day traders? Many people become day traders because they enjoy the high amounts of money day trading could give you. It could give you a lot of high profits and high returns. You can make from minimum wage to a pro level athlete salary. And also, day trading is very flexible. You could trade in the morning, you could trade at night, you could trade in the middle of the day. It's all flexible. You pick what time you trade. You don't have a boss that tells you what time you have to trade and what time you don't. You're independent to your own choices, and you could do whatever you want when you become a day trader. You you could work one day and then the other day you don't have to work, or you could work every day. You have nobody to hold you account for your mistakes. You have nobody to hold you account for anything you do. If you win, you have nobody to congratulate you. If you lose, you have nobody to blame you except yourself. So it's both cons and pros for becoming a day trader. People also become day traders for financial freedom. Most people want to be financially free. They don't want to worry about money, how much money they spend on food or clothes. They all want to become financially free. And trading is a good way to become financially free. But it's also very hard to be a professional day trader. It's very hard to become one. You need a lot of hard work, a good mental health. You need a good mental health for becoming a day trader. You just need to be very disciplined to do things when you don't want to do them. You gotta have that mentality that you gotta trade or you don't have to trade. Sometimes there are moments when you don't have to trade, but you want to trade so you could potentially make money. You gotta be disciplined enough to tell yourself, I'm not gonna trade today, or I'm not gonna trade because of this. But there are also moments when you have to enter, and sometimes you're scared to enter. You gotta be disciplined enough to execute a trade. That's why it's super hard to be disciplined in day trading. Here is the foundation and the structure we're going to follow for our course. We have the unit 0, which is getting started. We're doing it right now. This is the lesson that we're doing. Then we have market basics and rules, which it's the rules of the markets and the basic rules we have to follow every single time we chart or every single time we look at the markets. We're gonna look what types of markets there is and the terminology of the markets. There's Unit 1, Mental Analysis, which is the psychology of trading. It's very important to know the psychology of trading, or else you're not going to be a good trader. You're going to be undisciplined, unmotivated, and you're not going to want to trade. And you're going to lose a lot of money too. So it is very important to learn about mental analysis before you start trading. There's the various roadblocks, the environment, how it affects you, risk management, responsibility, emotions and consequences, attitude and neutrality, pre-trade, during trade, and after trade, psychology. I might change the wording of the lessons, but it's basically the same thing. It's all based on a book. You probably heard of it if you're a trader, trading in the zones. It's all based on that. So I'm gonna change the lessons. I might I might keep it the same. I'll see. I'll see how it's tying up at the end. Then we have Unit 2, Financial Management, which is your risk to reward, your units, how much units you should buy and sell, uh, the finance rules, brokers, funds, and leverage, which you gotta know, and if you're gonna use them, or what type of broker you're gonna find, or if you're gonna use leverage or not, or how much X you're going to use in leverage. Then we have Unit 3, technical analysis, every trader's favorite thing. The technical analysis isn't hard to understand. If you can understand technical analysis in 6 months, it's for me it took about, yeah, around like 6 months to understand technical analysis. It wasn't hard. It's like math. The more you try it, the more you practice, the more you get better at it. It's the mental analysis and financial management that really are hard for traders, because when you lack mental analysis, you don't know when to execute. Your nervousness is going to affect how you trade, or when you have bad financial management, you're going to lose a lot of money. So yeah, um financial management and mental analysis are very important for a trade. So we're going to review Unit 0. Well, it's basically review markets basics and rules. We're going to do the accumulation and distribution theory basic, since there's another lesson called accumulation and distribution zones, which are different. They're the same thing, but they're more in depth. Then we have levels basic. There are many ways to define levels, and there are many types of levels. So I'm just going to explain what levels are and the types of levels there is. Then there is basic patterns, which is trend lines, wedges, um level trends, valleys and peaks, all of these things that are patterns in the market. Then we have time frames and fractal nature, which is moves within moves within moves in a trade. Then we have swing high and swing low, which I might change that and put it in levels and put replace something with this, like level adaptation. But I still I'm still doing the lessons, so I'll see how it turns out. Then we have charting, which is technical analysis. The Unit 3 is all about charting. How do you chart? Then this is gonna teach you how to tie everything up together, put them in a chart, and that's it. Then we have Unit 4, which is using why is this happening? Valleys and peaks trends. Why is this valley and peak relevant? What is it telling us? All of Unit 4 is about what the move is telling us. There is first touch theory and exhaustion. There is accumulation distribution zones, which is now more in depth on accumulation distribution. There is trend breakout cycle and how to detect when a trend is about to break. There is closed candles, which is I might move that and put it in another lesson because it's a very short lesson. But yeah, closed candles. Then there's entries and exits, which are very important in trading. You gotta know when to enter, you gotta know when to exit, you gotta know when the move is failing, you gotta know when the move is failing, but you still can make profit. There's charting, but this time with all of the concepts that we have learned, and everything comes together. Unit 5 is practically what's next. What's next after you learn everything and after you become profitable? I'm gonna tell you the life of a day trader, the income, how much money traders make, and your goals after. Because you can't just be day trading your whole life. You gotta have something in mind. You gotta have something that you want to buy. I'm not talking about homes. I'm not talking about cars. I'm talking about something that will make you money other than trading, like assets. For me, after when I'm good at trading, for me, I'm going to buy something that will bring me money without me having to work at it, like a car wash or a laundromat or a franchise, all of that. So yeah, that's basically what I'm going to tell you in Unit 5. Keep in mind the lessons are still not done, so I might change some lessons or the names of some lessons um, for the future. Then what are we gonna need when we trade? We're gonna need TradingView. TradingView is the way you trade. It's where you chart. It's where all your technicals are. That's where you put your levels, your trends, everything in TradingView. It's not where you buy or sell. There's TradingView is for charting, and then there's the brokers. The brokers are where you enter. You just as soon as you see something happen in TradingView, let's say hit a level and that's a buy level. So you buy in the broker. You don't buy in TradingView because TradingView is not a broker. You also will need something to take notes because I recommend you to take notes on this. It's scientifically proven that if you take notes, you will memorize it and you will understand it better. Then we're not going to use any other software other than, let's just say, calculations for units or brokers when we talk about brokers. But yeah, we're not going to use any other units for technicals. We're not going to use nothing else. We're not going to use indicators unless indicator helps you tell, like, let's just say you're in London session, right? It helps you tell what session you're in, or like or an indicator that helps you calculate units. Those are helpful indicators, but we're not using indicators to tell us what technical analysis we're using. Indicator that tells you to buy or sell is not a good indicator. People who who use indicators usually lose money because it's telling you buy here and sell here. You have no free will. And that's the point of indicators. People scam you with indicators so they can make money. There's this magic indicator that's going to give you X amount of return, but it's not true. There's no magic indicator that'll help you become rich. That's not how it works. Because indicators only use basically a prediction of what's going to happen, which is what we do too, but we have free will when we trade. When you use indicators, all of the financial management and all of the mental analysis goes out the window. And that's what indicators do. They tell you to buy here, sell here, and at the end you lose money and then you buy another indicator. Or you even quit day trading because you lost a lot of money. That's how indicators work. And remember, trading is hard. Trading is not easy. It takes years for people to become profitable at trading. It takes a lot of trial and error. For me, when I first started trading, I really had this gambling mindset of making a lot of money in a short amount of time, which is very bad. I was obsessed with the charts. I would wake up in the middle of the night just to check the chart or how my trade is going, and I didn't have really good mental analysis or financial management. And that's why my trades failed, my account failed, or it demotivates you when you lose a lot of money. But then once you start to invest on good books like Trading in the Zone or books to help you learn a lot about yourself, and as you learn a lot about yourself, you understand your flaws and your pros, and that helps you in trading because now you understand, okay, I'm bad at this. I have, let's just say, anger issues or something like that. I have anger issues, so I gotta control that when I trade. You gotta stay neutral like a robot. You have no emotion, and the number in the screen is just a number. That's it. It's a digital number. It's nothing. It's worth nothing. That's the mentality of the trader. It's very hard. Trading could be very draining. It can drain you a lot, especially for beginners. It drains you a lot at the start, but once you start to find yourself and learn about mental analysis, especially mental analysis, you start to become better at trading. And you will see the big improvement. You will see that, okay, I lost here. I'm not going to revenge trade because that's not good for me. I'm going to wait until a proper entry. And guess what? You won. That's how good trading could be. So thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.